So, McCoy, was it you who brought up this question in the group chat about Draymond and could he play back in the day?
Because he pulled a mind trick and tried to got me off with the
No,
Bulls
Rich,
versus
stop.
Golden State.
We're trying to have a discussion right here.
Stop making things up, Rich.
McCoy, was it you who brought that up, right?
I guess. I really don't know how we got into that, honestly.
Because you didn't want to talk about your Bulls getting scraped by the Warriors.
So the question we're going to pose so that we can figure out exactly what we're talking about here is, could Draymond be an effective player? Could he be an all-star, or could he just straight up just be on a team in the 80s or 90s? Which one would you rather put it in? What category, McCoy?
Well, he could definitely be on the team.
I know that, but I'm just trying to figure out what he was posing at the time so we can debate it.
If he would hold his own against the top-tier power forwards back then, right?
So would he be an all-star back then?
No. I think he could be.
Absolutely.
I don't see why not. He's gonna get his rebounds. He's still gonna be one of the best defenders in the league, right?
No.
Why not?
No, because he's getting bodied by those dudes back then.
Like who?
Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp, Karl Malone.
Bro, Charles Barkley and Draymond would get kicked out of every game they played against each other.
That's fine, but Charles still gonna body him.
If he could try. I don't.
The round mound of rebound is getting at Draymond Green.
He'll get his points, yeah. Is he about to go out there and score 50 on him? Is he about to go out there and embarrass Draymond?
I mean, he might use Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
That's one of the things where it's like I'm not even saying you're wrong, because as I'm sitting here thinking about it, Charles Barkley was so effective because there was never anyone like Charles Barkley. But now you have this other guy, Draymond.
Draymond's a lot like him, body type wise and everything.
Man. Draymond is a lot like Antoine Walker, Cybertwan. That's who Draymond is a lot like. Draymond actually has identical stats to Tom Gugliotta. Actually, go look that up.
He actually has triple doubles. Does Gugliotta have?
He actually has career numbers similar to Christian Laettner, your boy. So I'm really not impressed by this. And these were not stellar players in the 80s and 90s, my friend.
How many defensive players of the years do either one of them have? How many?
Draymond would have just as many in that day, because he'd be getting bodied on the block for 35 minutes with a shoulder to the chest, not wanting no more, then trying to run up and down with Golden State. He wouldn't want that, dude. Otis Thorpe would ball on his ass, man. Get out of here.
You're crazy. You're just hating right now. That's like Golden State hate.
Elton Brand would put him to bed. Your boy Anton Jameson would ball on him. And these were all mediocre 90s players, man.
No, he's holding his own against them. You act like he doesn't guard dudes that are better than that now. Like, he guards every position on the court, but now he can't guard random players.
Nah, because they're bodying him for over a half hour a game, and he doesn't get that right now. He's out there on the perimeter.
But who doesn't he guard right now? He guards centers. Rich just said that.
Yeah, but these centers are like he's Michael Sweetney, dude. Like, these centers are not centers of the 1990s, dude. These centers are out there face up to start their game. They're not on the block. They're not.
Yeah, like there's not a ton
he wouldn't
of
defend
post
nothing,
play where
dude.
dudes are banging all game long nowadays.
He's always down low, all the time.
No, he's not. You just said he defends on the perimeter, so make up your mind.
He defends everybody. 1 through 5, he's guarding.
Today, 1 through 5, what we're talking about right now, he's not defending down low in that age. You just said he was great in
when
this.
When does Antoine Jameson play down low?
And about 10 minutes ago, you just said
Antoine Jameson's
he was great for this era.
Backing Draymond down?
No, but he'll shoot out.
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm saying he's got similar stats as him, dude. He's got the same stats. Stats.
McCoy, I'm talking about Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp, the studs back in the day that are in the Hall of Fame that were perennial All-Stars. They will body him all game long. He's not going to have any answer for him defensively, and that's going to lead to tired legs, and he's not going to be able to get rebounds either.
KG on Minnesota is going to make him want to go to the bench.
You're saying... Yeah, but KG even, it's like the players that play now. KG started that shit.
Yeah, but he's going to post him up.
KG made a living off a 15-foot jumper, son.
But he'll post him up.
He was the first power forward I've ever seen bring the ball up.
Yeah, so, what do you mean? Straub's talking Hall of Famers, which, okay. People aren't stopping the best players ever. I'm cool with that. But then
Well, I
you
mean,
want to go down.
That's what the All-Stars
Right.
back in the 80s and
Right.
90s were those dudes. They happen to be Hall of Famers.
Then you want to go down to like Jameson, like these type of dudes. Like
That's Kev.
I don't.
No,
think
I said he has the same
Draymond-
stats as him, dude. Go
I'm
look
not
it
worried
up.
about his stats though.
This is the same
That
player,
defensive-
dude.
What defensive stats show are you speaking about though?
It's the
But what-
same. I'm talking
did his
points,
points per
rebounds,
game-
assists, dude.
Did his points per game and assists per game get?
It sounds like you, as much as I hate him, you love him, dude. Damn. Damn, you got a Draymond
I'm just
jersey on
trying to
under
figure
there?
out what the hate for, like.
Because he's not that good. He would get his ass waxed on the
That's-
court in the 80s and 90s. That's
That's
why.
exactly the problem, that people say he's not that good. This man had 34 points and almost a triple-double in Game 7 when nobody on his team showed
Jeremy
up.
Lin had 30 points, dude.
And
I'm
now
not
he
impressed.
sucks. Come on, man. This man
It's
won
about one
defensive
game.
player- This man rightfully
Dude averages
won
9
defensive-
points a game.
This man rightfully won Defensive Player of the Year over Kawhi Leonard.
And he shouldn't
and
have.
sucks.
That's he
he
shouldn't
sucks?
have. That's
Come on,
rigged.
man.
Kawhi's taking that all day.
Right.
You saw. Come on, man.
Oh, well, this is coming from the guy that JP Losman was God. So calm
Not to
down.
me. When did I ever say he was good? That never once came out of my mouth.
Okay.
Okay. JP Losman. Well, I thought McCargo was nice too, right? I don't want any of these clowns. I just don't understand how people could say he sucks. Like he clearly doesn't.
I'm not saying that he sucks. I'm just saying
Kev
that in
just
that
did.
era.
He said his
and that-
stats suck, right? So he
I
sucks.
didn't say that at
Sucks.
all.
Sucks.
I'm saying that in that era, he would not have been an all-star.
So
The
what do you
guys
think he
were
would have
too
been?
good that in that era.
He's
He
not
would've been
winning
a good-
defensive player of
He
the
would
year.
have been a
then.
good, nice guy to have on the team, but he wasn't going to be an all-star. He wasn't going to be a game changer
He's a starter?
like he is today. Yeah, he would have been a starter.
Yeah,
Well, it depends
he's-
on the team, I guess. It depends on the team.
Back and back then is he even a power forward? Probably a small forward, 6'8", getting bodied. Because he sucks.
I mean, he could play wherever. He's that size now, and he's guarding 7-foot dudes, right?
But it's a different style that's played today than it was back then. Like Anthony Davis can step out. Back then, centers weren't stepping out at all.
So if he's
So to say
trash,
that I'm just saying, so you can't say that he could guard a center because he couldn't back then. It's a different beast.
how do you
like
know
you're-
he couldn't though?
Shaq was a center. Hakeem Olajuwon was
Well,
a center.
Come on, bro.
Battle.
Patrick Ewing was.
You're talking about
Patrick
the
Ewing
most
was a
dominant
center.
player in the game. Like,
Again,
Yeah, he
these
couldn't
dudes
guard
are the
Shaq,
ones who played
McCoy.
in that era, though.
He
Like I'm not
sucks.
just putting that guy out there. These are the dudes that played in that era.
Yo, he couldn't guard Shaq. He sucks. He's out of here.
you just said he sucks, man.
I know. That's why I'm telling you again. He sucks. Couldn't guard Shaq. Sucky ass. Why are we even talking about his sucky ass?
Like I understand that he can guard fives today, but I don't think he could guard fours back then, let alone fives.
So if he's such a liability, why doesn't a big man with a post game back him down?
Couldn't
Because
guard
that's not
Rick
how the game
Smits
is
either.
played anymore, McCoy.
Oh, so you mean to tell me if somebody thought they could exploit that, they wouldn't do it? It's not
That's
like
not how the
teams,
game's played, though.
it's
No.
not like teams don't go in the post when there's a mismatch.
Except the problem is, if you do that to Draymond, the Warriors are just going to go down court and hit a three, and now you're down by one. Go ahead and exchange that all game long, and you lose by 30.
If you take him down in the post, they're
So
going to
no,
go hit a
teams-
three.
If you back him down and you hit a two in the post, the Warriors are going to come down and hit a three. So you just traded your 2 points to give up three.
But what
you do
is
that
their
all game
di-
long, you lose by 30.
What
That's
is
why
the
teams
Warriors'
aren't going to just go
offense?
after
Like-
him.
That doesn't make sense.
How doesn't it make sense?
Because why? Because you posted Draymond up, they're hitting the three automatically.
They
Because
don't,
what do the
and they don't
Warriors
have
do?
the guy to post him up.
So play
It's like-
defense after you score.
What do the Warriors do?
So play defense after the basket.
You tell that to everybody in the NBA who
So the
couldn't
guy
stop
that
them.
the guy that backed Draymond down obviously is a 1-on-1, right? So why doesn't he stay with Draymond and everybody else guards their guy?
What does that have to do with backing Draymond down and exploiting him?
That's what I'm trying to find out from you.
Strub's basically saying 3 is worth more than 2.
Yeah, exactly. If you're
Okay,
exchanging
so-
3 for 2 all game long, you're going to
Like-
lose by 30 points. That's why teams don't go after Draymond just to get 2 points.
Hey, then that's what it is.
It's a system. It's the system.
That's what it is then. I
It was
just
a
think
good-
if you could get easy buckets, why wouldn't you do it, you know?
That's why this is a debate, man. We all have our own opinions.
Rich, you haven't chimed in much on here. I know that you were kind of conflicted back and forth during our group chat.
Because I think he would be what he is.
An all-star? You think he would be able to be an all-star back then?
Yeah. I don't think he'll be a perennial all-star or like perennial all-star starter.
He's not really that now, is he?
Well, he made the last two, and I think that's more of the hype of the seven. Like he's like I don't want to say hype, but like 73 wins, and then like they won a
Being on that
championship.
team.
Yeah, yeah. But like I was just strolling like through some of the all-star games and who started for like the West and like who was on the team, and like he couldn't make the all-star team over Kevin Duckworth.
Kevin.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he couldn't make it over, like Otis Thorpe.
Kev already
Yeah,
threw his
no,
name out.
They got the
He said
same
he's right
numbers.
at him.
They got the same exact numbers, dude. And I don't think Draymond would have the assists on any other team than the Warriors. Like
Like,
he
you
would
couldn't
not
make it with
have
Sean
those
Elliott?
assists. He didn't go through what Sean Elliott went through, so no.
Like, I think he would be what he is now. He would be a really good defensive player. Like B.J. Armstrong made an All-Star.
Oh,
Like-
we
Yo,
saw him,
BJ
Rich.
had a couple of
Listen,
really
hold
BJ
on. All right,
BJ
listen,
Armstrong
I'm
is
gonna-
a,
Now
is
that
a
I think about it,
genius.
I have something to say about
We
it.
used to watch him every night.
Here we
Watch
go.
what you say,
Here we
Rich.
go.
What?
Picking up the mic. Hold on.
You better talk just like he did too.
Kev, we don't have enough time for me to talk like him.
State the obvious.
We need to stop romanticizing the 90s. Like, it was the best era of basketball, because it wasn't. Like, right now is the best era of basketball. Everyone's 6'8", everyone can dribble, everyone can shoot, everyone's athletic. Now is the best time for basketball. There's no one-on-one, give it to your shooting guard, let him shoot 35 times to get 30 points. There's none of that. And if there is that, people are like, hey, that team's not good because they play like that. Like, this is the best era of basketball. Those other years were like the Knicks, like the 90s Knicks. We love the 90s Knicks because we grew up in that era and because they were bullies and like Anthony Mason was the
Yeah,
man.
they had some fly dudes on the team. That's
Yeah,
why
they
we liked
did.
them.
But those teams were just like out there like elbowing people in the face, like starting fights. Like, that's cool to like watch, but like that's
That's
not
what
good
Draymond's
basketball.
doing, grabbing nuts. Like, get out of here.
So, Rich, I think people don't.
like honestly, like put Charles Oakley or LJ, man, in the same position, and he's gonna get 9 points, 9 rebounds,
that dude saying
and
they
maybe
can't do
5 or
everything
6
he can, though,
assists.
son.
He can't make 3 threes a game in that system and grab 8 rebounds.
What was Charles Oakley good at besides fighting people?
Toughness. Rebounding.
Down low,
That was
dude.
it, he was an
He got
intimidator.
his rebounds and he got some down low
He
points.
was an intimidator. That was it.
Listen, right now, if you have a Charles Oakley on the court, you will get exploited because he adds nothing to your team.
It's Tristan
Yeah.
Thompson.
Huh?
Because
Trash.
they will find a mismatch. It happened to the Memphis Grizzlies when they played Golden State a few years ago. Tony Allen, toughness, competitor, defense. What did they do? They put their center on him and just took him out of the play and shot threes on him all day long. They had Andrew Bogut guard him, didn't give a damn about him. Like, it's just not the same. Like, the league is better now. It's smarter.
So, Rich, I agree with you that the talent level, the athleticism, the way the game is played today absolutely is better. It is much more enjoyable to watch.
I'm not arguing
But
that.
I think the NBA was better, and people are so much more in love with the 90s because the competitive balance was so much better. Like
Was
this
it,
year,
though?
the NBA playoffs.
What do you mean the
were
Bulls
good.
won 6
Well,
championships
yeah,
out of the
was it?
8? Like,
But
what do you-
it was different teams that were competing out of the West, and the Bulls weren't sweeping their way through the playoffs every single year to get into that championship.
But every
there were
year
at least there were at least some other teams that had good all-stars that could give guys good quality games and some competition. Look at the NBA playoffs this year, and it was no question from game 1 to the NBA Finals where it got over.
You
Golden
knew it
State
was going to
gonna win
happen.
it. And you knew they were going to play the Cavs, and you knew the Cavs were going to play the Celtics, and you knew the Celtics were going to get their asses whooped.
I didn't know they were going to play the Celtics. I didn't think
I
that
did.
was
Who
for
else was going to
sure.
come out of the East
The
out there this
Wizards.
year?
Like, the Wizards were good.
They were good, but I think it would have been a shock for them to have beat the Celtics.
I wouldn't have been shocked.
I wouldn't have been shocked at all.
I would have just because of what you were talking about, McCoy, with the Raiders. Like they haven't played any big games yet. They haven't learned how to win. Boston's been there, so I would have been shocked if the Wizards were able to upset them and move on.
This Boston team ain't really been
Yeah, I
there
was gonna say the players haven't.
They've
The
been in
logo, the
playoffs
logo
last few
has.
years.
in the playoffs, but that
The,
like
the logo
They've
has.
won some
but the-
games and won some series.
just,
But I just think I think that's why a lot of people say and are so in love with the '90s, though. To Rich's
Well, no,
point,
my
that's
thing
all.
is just
that
like
they-
Rich is
it
pointing
was
out.
more competitive back then, I think.
Just like Rich is pointing out the different styles, I just don't think that I think his style is perfect for today. I just don't think he's got the moxie and the whatnot to be down. The game was down low 80% of the time.
Oh no, I think his game is perfect for today. You're right. Like in
Yeah.
that aspect, you're 100% right. Like he's built for today's game, and I don't know. And like that's part of the.
And
thing
that's
where
my
I go
whole
back and
argument.
forth.
I just said
Like,
he's
that's
not.
where I go back.
I
and
don't think
forth
he's the
because
man.
I don't
back
know
there.
how he would handle the block for 45 minutes.
And then running in that
Everything's on the
offense,
perimeter.
and then running the
Yeah.
offense. So get a shoulder to your sternum for 30 to 40 minutes, and then run up and down like Golden State does, and then ask to do all this defensive stuff and this and that. I don't see it. But what I eat don't make you shit, to quote Jay-Z from our episode the other day. So it is what it is.